Shed the loam, the dome, the loam, the dome. Shed the load, the load. Oh, put it on the shed it. We need to let it go. Let the load go. It's not yours. Let it go. It belongs to the Lord. It was never about you. When others came and shared with you, when they handed their problems on a platter to you, it was always about you handling it over to the master and king. Don't take it into you. You can only handle your own load. Hand it over to the Lord. But be there listening here. Be there for your brother. Be there for your sister. Don't take your load on. Hand it over to the Lord. Be there for the broken hearted. Ain't you one that has lost everything? But hand it over to the Lord. We need to let it go. Let the load go. It's not yours. It belongs to the Lord. It was never about you. It was always about the Lord. How He could use you to be there for your fellow earthly foe and give the glory to the Lord Most High. Let go and let God. Let go and let God. Yeah. Do what only He can do. Turn a life around. That He be glorified. Let go and let God. Let go and let God. Speak to someone who needs you to speak to God. All they have on their behalf. Let go and let God. Let go and let God. Be the one that can to use you to head up someone who needs you. Be there for your sister. Don't take your load on hand. Over to the Lord. Be there for the broken heart. It's your one that has lost everything. But hand it over to the Lord. We need to let it go. Go. Shed the loam, the dome, the load, the dome. Shed the load, the load. Oh, put it on the shed it. We need to let it go. Let the load go. It's not yours. Let it go. It belongs to the Lord. It was never about you. When others came and shared with you, when they handed their problems on a platter to you, it was always about you handling it over to the master and king. Don't take it into you. You can only handle your own load. Hand it over to the Lord. But be there listening here. Be there for your brother. Be there for your sister. Don't take your load on. Hand it over to the Lord. Be there for the broken hearted. Ain't you one that has lost everything? But hand it over to the Lord. We need to let it go. Let the load go. It's not yours. It belongs to the Lord. It was never about you. It was always about the Lord. How He could use you to be there for your fellow earthly foe and give the glory to the Lord Most High. Let go and let God. Let go and let God. Yeah. Do what only He can do. Turn a life around. That He be glorified. Let go and let God. Let go and let God. Speak to someone who needs you to speak to God. All they have on their behalf. Let go and let God. Let go and let God. Be the one that can to use you to head up someone who needs you. Be there for your sister. Don't take your load on. Hand over to the Lord. Be there for the broken heart. It's your one that has lost everything. But hand it over to the Lord. We need to let it go.
Good evening. evening, everyone. Good evening, and welcome. This is Pastor Errol Williams here for another online Bible study. So excited once again to have the opportunity. Well, I said Bible studies, but we're here for creative evening as well, even though we are still in studies, as it were. But we are focusing on creative Christ-centered content that we can use to glorify God. So I'm honored to be here with you, and thank you so much for joining with us, everyone that is here tonight. I must put a disclaimer out. I'm wearing a different headset, so it's kind of strange. I've never used this one for years. I normally just use one, but I do need to use this headset so I can hear what's going out to you and so on. So welcome, and thank you so much. We have an hour and a half to go, and we are going to get started in a moment. So I want to say welcome to Brother Clive Williams, Pastor Delaney Brown, others that are here. Also, thanks to everyone who is joining us, Brother Thomas Tullock, and everyone else who is here. So I got a few things I want to share with you. I'm just focusing on one thing really tonight, and that is creating your own Christ-centered songs and own your music with no copyright issues. Turn poems or writings into songs. Also make worship music using AI tools. Create songs for ministry and outreach, and also release music without fear or restriction. And the other thing I didn't add, and I thought about it, there are ways as well in which you can make money from doing this as well for yourself as well as the ministry. So I will talk about that as well. So I want to say welcome to everyone. Thank you. I hope you can hear loud and clear. If there are any challenges, do put those in the chat room. One thing I must say is that I'm doing so many different things. I'm doing so many different things tonight that you need at least 6 or 7 people to be handling some of it. So things can go wrong, and I hope it doesn't go wrong tonight. I spent the last 3-4 hours trying to fine-tune the way that things would work tonight. So yeah. If it does go wrong, I do apologize in advance, but hopefully technology will hold on to us. Sharifa, welcome. Thank you for joining with us as well. Appreciate you being here, and glad that you could join us as well. And well, we're going to get started then. Let's get started. Number one, in terms of creating your own music, number one thing, and I hear a lot of people speak negatively about AI and so on, but the very first thing when it comes to using AI or using things like ChatGPT or artificial intelligence, the very first thing to do is to seek God first. In other words, let God be your guide, your director, and your protector. Let God be your inspiration. So the first thing to do basically is to turn our presence. And I put this on my little screen. I hope you can see my screen here. Is the first thing to do basically is to turn your attention to God. Let God be the focus and the center of what you do. Let him guide you, let him protect you. And we normally would start the process. You start the process with prayer. And that's what we're going to do first of all. Okay. So that's the step number one, is that you turn to God in prayer and seek him from start to finish, all the way through the process. God is your guide, your director. Some people, I hear them talk about as if, those of us who use artificial intelligence, as if we are not God-centered, as if we are doing it without God, as if God is being replaced. No, no, no. God is not being replaced. God is the center of it and the reason for it. And he is the focus and attention. So let us begin then with prayer, as is always my custom anyway, and ask the Lord to lead us and guide us tonight. Let's pray. Father, I honor you and thank you for the privilege of being able to approach your throne boldly, to obtain mercy and to find grace according to your favor. I thank you that you have given us access to your throne and to your presence. And Father, I want to also thank you for the technology that you've allowed us to be able to discover and use for your honor and for your glory and your glory alone. We do know, Father, that Satan is also inspiring others to do things with your technology to glorify himself and to rob you of your glory. But I pray that you'll inspire us tonight, even in the production tonight of a song that can be used even worldwide, that you will guide the thoughts, you'll guide the focus, and you will be the center of it, and that it will be giving you glory and honor and praise. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and appreciate your presence with us. Amen. So let me once again say, and welcome, Georgia. Let me once again say the central focus when you create music or you use artificial intelligence in any way, shape, or form is God first. Seek God in prayer, seek God throughout the whole process, and let him be your guide, your director, and your protector. That's number one. And I probably will, when I recap later, will focus back on that point. The second thing I want to talk about just before we get into the action of all of this is the question of why. Why use these technology? Why do we use it? Well, I want to point out two things. Number one, one of the reasons why we use it, because it belongs to God. It was given by God. All these, discoveries that we're finding out, is about God. One verse of scripture I'd use in this is the scripture that says, "The earth is the Lord, and the fullness thereof, the world and all they that dwell therein." God is the one who gives the revelation or the discovery of these things. It's all about him. And I do know that Satan uses it for his pleasure and his glory and so on. The second thing I'd like to say is that throughout the pandemic in particular, I had to do a lot of things. And even before the pandemic and after the pandemic, I have a lot of challenges with YouTube over copyright issues. And I have had nightmare with, playing certain music. And even throughout the pandemic, when people sent me their own music to play that they had sung, the backing track that they were using was somebody else's music, and I would still get in trouble with YouTube. Let me tell you a story as well. I was doing a funeral a few months ago, and we were streaming the reception part. At the reception they played music, and the DJs playing music and so on. And I saw a notice come up on my screen, but I took no notice of it. And it was a notice from YouTube. And it happened several times, but I thought I'll deal with that later because I'm very busy with the funeral. But all of a sudden, they shut me down. They just shut me down. And what had actually happened was, while I was streaming the funeral, the background music that was being played was being picked up by YouTube, and I was infringing the copyright laws, and they just completely shut it down. I mean, that's what happens, during a funeral. It's a good thing that it was at the end of the funeral, and I was only very fortunate to be able to download the video in time before they shut it down. I've had lots of nightmare. So one of the things about creating your music is, if you do it properly, is that you have the copyright. You don't have any kind of issues with YouTube because it's not a copyrighted music unless you copyright it. Okay. So it really is powerful in that sense. The second thing I'd say is that this is one of the most beautiful opportunity for us to create music about the Lord that can be played worldwide, that can help people to come to know the Lord better. So what a better way for us to create our own music and so on. What I would also say finally is this. If you're traveling from Birmingham to London or from London to Birmingham, you can walk. You can walk. There's nothing wrong with you walking, and I'm not going to get upset with you if you choose to walk. Or you can take, an invention that came around, which was bicycle. Bicycles came around. So you can either walk or take the bicycle or the motorbike, or you could take a car or you could take the train. It's entirely up to you. And I remember when the mobile phone first came out in the 80s and the internet came out and computers came out, there were people who were against it as well. There were people who spoke against it, and people acted against it, just like they're doing against artificial intelligence. So I have no problem with that. And I'm convinced biblically that this is of the Lord, and we can use it for his glory and for his benefit in saving souls as well. So those are my two key thoughts, and let me now move on. Right. We're going to move on to step number 3, which is how we go about creating your own song. Now, it may be, I'm going to ask one of you, and it's the first one that I see in the chat room. I want you to give me an idea. We prayed, and I want you to give me an idea of a song. It could be a verse of scripture. It could be a thought about something that you have in your mind. So I want you, the first one I see in the chat room, I'm going to use that idea. You could give me a chapter or a verse of scripture that you'd like me to focus around. I want you to realize that what I'm doing here is not something that I had pre-planned in terms of producing something and then show it to you. I'm going to produce it while you're watching me within the next hour and 15 minutes. So I'm looking for an idea from somebody in any of the chat room in relations to a song that we could create about the Lord, a chapter, a verse, and so on. Now, greetings, Sister Winty. Now, one of the things here as well is you may have your own songs that you've written that you have struggled with producing. Well, here's an opportunity for you to use some tools to bring your thing alive. Maybe you've written poems that you don't know what to do with them, and you want to create songs. You can do that with your own music. You can actually do so. So what I'm going to do, I'm looking for somebody. Someone says, "Greater is He who is in me than he who is in the world." Okay, let's go with that. Greater is He. Greater is He that's within me. Where's that? Could you help me, somebody, Sharif? Help me with that verses. Greater is He that is within me than he that is in the world. I just want to get that verse. So let's go to the Bible. Delaney. Okay, we've already got greater is He. Let's look at that one. Sharif, greater is He that's within. I just want the verse actually. So we will try and find that verse. Someone could help me to find that. That would be amazing. I'm trying to see if I can. Let me see if greater is He that's within me. Greater is He. Right. Let's see if I could find that verse. I think it's a statement by Jesus. Very nice. That is 1 John 4 verse 4. Someone says, yeah, that's the one. I had it right here. Right. So I'm going to use this. You are of God, little children, and um, and he says, greater. I'm just going to copy this. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Okay. Let me just take that bit. All right. So that's what we're going to use as a song creation. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the internet. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to start with, I'm going to use three software today, and we go from there. Okay. So let me just go now to the internet. So the first software I want you to take into consideration is where you can create your song in, say, something like ChatGPT or Gemini, something similar like that. Okay, so you can create your song within that. So you've got the idea, you've got the concept. Maybe you've got a Word document or a PDF. You can upload it here. You can click on this button here, and you can upload your song from your computer and start it that way. Okay, so I'm just going to take the idea that was given. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. So here we go. So I'm going to turn on my mic because I don't type allow while using this site. Let's make sure. Yeah, I want to create a song. It's a gospel song from the scripture, 1 John 4, verse 4, around greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. So I want to create a song related to that. So give me just a, give me verse 1, give me an introduction, verse 1, chorus, verse 2, chorus, a bridge, and ending with a chorus. That's the structure I'd like to use. Okay. So I've given that instruction. I'm not even going to read what I've said. I'm just going to let ChatGPT do its magic. So here is ChatGPT writing that lyrics for us, and it's given me as I've asked. Okay, it's not taken. Let me just go back here. I think I want to create a song. It's a gospel song from the scripture, 1 John 4, around greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. So I want to create, okay, so it's done that. Okay, cancel. Introduction, I'm not alone. I'm not afraid, for God himself is living inside me. Verse 1 says, the world may rise with fear and lies. Voices speak against my faith, but truth stands firm within my heart. God has sealed my strength by grace. Greater is he that lives in me, greater than the powers I see. Greater is he that lives in me than he that rules this broken world. Verse 2, when trials press and hope feels weak, and darkness tries to steal my song, I remember who abides in me. His spirit keeps me standing strong. And then we come to the verse, the chorus again, that asks, and then I come to the bridge. I overcome by who you are, not by might or human strength. Your spirit speaks, your truth prevails. I walk in victory. The greater is he that lives in me. Right. So I'm going to just copy this just for a moment. And what I want to do next is just to make absolutely certain that the grammar is correct. So we got to do that and make sure that's fine. So I use another software called Grammarly, just a grammar checker, really. And those of you who, I use Grammarly to do my correction and so on. So you don't have to use this. You can use Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word can actually do that for you. So I'm just going to put the song in here and just check grammatically if everything is okay. So I'm just looking at when trials press Okay, it's just a comma. I I overcome by who you are. I am overcome. No, that's fine. I'll keep that. That's right. Now, at this stage, what you can do is if you're not happy with the structure, you're not happy with certain words, you can change it. You can put your own particular phrase to it. Okay. Now, let me just say this. Do you see how quick that song was produced? I mean, it's amazing. You got an idea like, greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. Um, and bam, you got something here. Greater is he that lives in me, greater than the powers I see. Greater is he that lives in me than he that rules this broken world. So if I want to change something, I can change. If I want to add something, I can add it. I think I'm happy with that. I don't know about you, but I think this is okay. Now, when you do a song, your song really should be around 3 to 4 minutes. 3.5 minutes is normally what I would aim for. And the reason for that basically is that you don't want to bore people. You know what I mean? You don't want to get people coming towards the end of the song and wondering when it's going to finish. You want them to almost, when the song finish, you want them to wanting more. Does that make sense? So normally you can have different structure, but the ones that I've been advised to go for is verse, chorus, bridge, final chorus. But you can make it 3 verses if you want, and you could repeat things if you want. So the first thing is that we pray. We seek God's inspiration and anointing throughout the whole process. Why are we doing this? To give glory to God and to overcome certain restrictions that we find with places like copyright issues, with places like with places. I'm just wondering if there's an issue here. Someone's calling me. I'm not sure if there is. So let me know in the chat room if there is any issues. If you can't hear me, if there are any issues whatsoever, let me know in the chat room. Okay, so we've got the song. So I think we can run with that. Okay, we can run with that. So let me take the song then. I'm happy with it. I'm just going to copy the song, and so we're using 3 software to produce this worldwide. Number 1 is ChatGPT, and I'm sure most of you have heard of ChatGPT and so on. Okay, so let's leave that one. Let's go to step number 2. I'm going to go to a software known as Suno, SUNO. Okay, SUNO. And we're going to create the song within this particular software. So we're going to ask Suno to help us to create it, but we're going to give it the instructions, if you like, as to what we want it to do. Okay, so I'm not going to teach you about how to how to use Suno. You can learn all about Suno, SUNO. You can learn all about that, on YouTube and so on. So the first thing we're going to do basically is look at the lyrics. So we're going to put the lyrics right here. Okay, so inside here, this lyrics will sit. So I'm going to leave it as it is. But I'm just going to hit this button and see what it does actually, because what this software does, it probably converts it to its own language. Does that make sense? So I'm going to hit that button. Let's see if it edit. No, okay, it's fine. Everything is perfect the way it is. Okay, so what we've got here. All right, let me just do something here. I just want to be absolutely certain about that. Okay, right. So we've got the lyrics, as it were. Let me enhance lyrics, make it sound happier. Okay, let's remove this. Right. Okay. The next thing we want to look at is the style of the music. Okay. Do we want it, you know, slow? Do we want it medium? Do we want it upbeat? So you may have, like a low tempo, which generally is around maybe around 20 to 50 beats per minute, and then you have the mid tempo, and then you have the upbeat tempo. So we can go for either of them. So what I'm going to do in this occasion, I'm going to say, let's see, babes. I'm going to say on this one, upbeat tempo. And okay, let me do it. Okay, actually, I'll leave it. I'll leave it actually upbeat tempo. And I'm gonna say gospel. Uplifting tone. And I'm gonna hit this button and see what else it will add in its own language, and so it will help me from what I've created to put it in its own language. It says kicking off with a lively piano riff and claps, the rhythm section, bright drums, syncopated bass, organ swells, drives, and upbeated gospel groove, choir harmonies. I like that actually. Soar in the chorus, accented by brass stabs and tambourine, peaking in a dynamic, joyful outro. So I kind of like that actually from what it's actually given me. So I'm going to stick with that. Now, the next thing that we can look at here is is if I want to exclude anything. I don't want to exclude anything, but what we can choose basically, is it a male or is it a female or is it both? I think I clicked on that. I shouldn't have done, but I'm going to go for a female on this one. Should I go for male? Should I go for female? I don't know. Anyway, maybe we should go for a duet. Let's go for a duet. DUET. So let me hit that button again and see if it kind of adds anything to the duet section. Kicking off with a lively piano riff that says drums and organ swell, pulse, and so on, as the choir's harmony rise in chorus, punctuated by brass style and tambourine, peaked in boom, boom, boom. Lead singers, male and female. I'm just going to leave it there. Right, so I'll leave it there. Lyrics, I won't need to worry about that. Now, don't worry about these. You don't need to worry about what I'm doing there. Right, then I could give this song a title, but what I'm going to do actually to give it a title is let me see. Greater is He. I might use that line. Greater is He that lives in me. So that's the title I'm going to use. Greater is He that lives in me. Right. So what we're going to do now, I think that's it. I think I've put all my magic in. I could put more stuff in, but I think that is enough. I think. So let's hit create. And what that's going to do basically is create me 2 songs. If I don't like it, I can recreate it, change maybe the style. Normally, the lyrics is okay. It's normally the style that needs to be changed. Now, this normally takes a good 2 or 3 minutes to finish, loading. I'm hoping that it would be around 3 minutes or so, and that would suffice me, and so on. So let me just go back to and I'll come back here in just a moment. Let me just go back here just to say hello to a few people. Okay, someone said all is fine, no technical issues. I like that. Sound 34 gives God me, Jenny says. Thank you. Jesus, you are. Okay, so I'd already got the idea from Sharifa. So, Sharifa, this is your song. And thank you so much. And thanks to everyone for joining us. And we're going to go back and see how things are panning out. So at the moment, I'm going to wait a little while because I can play it at the moment, but I'm just going to wait just for that. So let me just repeat a few things in creating your song online. Number one, you seek God. That's number one. Okay. Why are you doing this? You're doing this for his glory. You're doing this also to spread the gospel. And we're doing this because, it's another way of bypassing copyright. Now, this song is finished now. So this is the 2 minutes and 47 seconds. And this one here is 3 minutes. So I like the 3 minutes idea, but let's play the first one. So are you ready? Here we go. Let's see if we like the beat. And I want you guys to put in the chat room as well, whether you like this or not. And so based on the majority, I will kind of go with that. So we're going to play the first song and then the second one. Okay, this is a song that we are creating that can go worldwide. It can go on iTunes, it can go on Apple Music, around 25 different places around the world tonight before we finish in the next hour. So let's play this and see how it sounds. Here we go.
The world may rise with fear and lies. Voices speak against my faith,
but truth stands firm within my heart. God has sealed my strength by his grace. Greater is he that lives in me.
Lives in me, greater
than the powers I see.
Oh,
Greater is he that lives in me than he that rules this broken world.
when trials press and hope feels weak, and darkness tries to steal my soul,
I remember who abides in me. His spirit keeps me standing strong. Greater is he that lives in me.
lives in me, baby.
Greater than the powers I see.
Oh,
Greater is he that lives in me.
oh.
Okay, I'm going to go to song number 2. So let me know what you think. I'm going to go to song number 2. And I'm going to try something else as well and see. Let's see this one now.
I am not alone. I'm free. Oh, yeah. The world may rise with fear and lies. Voices speak against my faith, but truth stands firm within my heart. God has sealed my strength by his grace.
Greater is he that lives in me. Greater than the powers I see. Oh, greater is he that lives in me than he that rules this broken
vote for number 1 or 2. Let me see. What I'm going to do actually, I'm going to change the style of the music. So we've got that particular uplifting beat. I'm going to put in reggae. I think REGGA. I think it's reggae gospel. Mid. I'm going to go to mid tempo on this one. So let me just see if it can create that for me. So let me know what you think, number 1 or number 2. If you like number 1, number 2. The reggae gospel mid-tempo track opens with syncopated drum groove and deep rounded bass, accented by offbeat guitar, bright organ stops, subtle bass. Okay, let's go for that one. And while it's working that one, actually, I'm going to go for R&B gospel. R&B gospel. What should I go for? I'm gonna try low tempo. Low tempo. With lead sax. Okay, let's see what it comes up with in that one. So I'm just doing a few of them and see. So R&B gospel track upholds at the low tempo, centering on a soulful lead saxophone that weave through the lush electronic piano chords. I have a funny feeling I'm going to go for something along these lines. Anyway, so I'm creating as many as I can. So I can create as many as I want, and whichever one. Pastor, I love using GG. A business feasibility study used to take me a month to get all the marketing, etc. Now it takes me probably no time. So you like number 2, Sarifa? Yeah, I think number 2 was pretty good. So let's mark number 2. This is number 2. Let's mark it with a thumbs up. So that one is okay. So all right. So we're gonna try now the reggae one, which is the no, it's not ready yet actually. So well, I'm gonna play it anyway. Okay. Great is He That's Within Me. This is the reggae beat, and I think one of them is finished. Let's take the one that's finished and let's see how that sounds.
I am not alone, I am not afraid, for God Himself is dwelling within me today. The world may rise with fear and lies, voices speak against my faith, but truth stands firm within my heart. God has sealed my strength by His grace. Greater is He that lives in me, greater than the powers I see. Greater is He that lives in me than he that rules this broken world. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. When trials press and hope feels.
Okay, we're going to check the second gospel one, which is this one here. Let's go for it.
I am not alone, I am not afraid, for God Himself is dwelling within me today. The world may rise with fear and lies, voices speak against my faith, but truth stands firm within my heart. my strength by His grace.
Okay, let us go to the R&B, and we're gonna go for the first one, the R&B. I think I did a low tempo on this, didn't I? So let's go for that low tempo. This is the saxophone. I love saxophone.
I am not alone. I am not afraid. For God Himself is dwelling within me today. The world may rise with fear and lies. Voices speak against my faith, but truth stands firm within my heart. God has sealed my strength by His grace.
Greater is He
That's in you.
that lives in me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Powers I see.
Oh,
Greater is He
greater is He
that lives in me
than
than He that rules this broken world.
Okay, let's try the second one on the second R&B. That was on the low tempo as well. Low tempo, rather than low temper.
I am not alone. I am not afraid. For God Himself is dwelling within me today. The world may rise with fear and lies. Voices speak against my faith, but truth stands firm within my heart. God has sealed my strength by His grace.
Greater is He that lives in me.
Ooh.
Greater than the powers I see.
Greater is He.
Okay, so I think we had 1 to 6, and I think number 1, which is this one, I believe. I think this was number 1, isn't it? So let me play number 1 again. I think that's the one that majority of you have put in the chat room. You said I like the regular uplifted one, and there are many different styles that we can use. I'm just using a few that just came to mind. So I think this is number 1. So I'm gonna play number 1 again and see how that sounds. Because you guys say you liked it.
Oh, hey. I am not alone. I am not afraid, for God Himself is dwelling within me today. The world may rise with fear and lies. Voices speak against my faith,
but truth stands firm within my heart. God has sealed my strength by His grace.
Greater is He that lives in me.
loves in me greater.
Greater than the powers I see.
Oh,
Greater is He that lives in me
oh,
than He that rules this broken world.
Right. So that's the one that I think you guys have liked. The majority of liked is number 1. So I'm gonna pin that at the top. That's the one at the top. I just wanted to show you actually some that I have done myself, and I just want to show you. I want to show you one I did for my wife and send it to her. This this one here. So that's my wife. Those of you that's never met her. So this is the song I wrote for her, and sent it to her. Actually, you can see the verses. I'll just play a part of it so you can get an idea of what is possible. Here we go.
You've been my morning sunshine. You've been the one I call mine. Oh, when the nights get cold, you still warm me up. Alright. When the nights get cold, you still warm me up. Alright. Wife and my lover. Oh, best friend like no other. Oh, when the nights get cold, you still warm me up. Alright. When the nights get cold, you still warm me up.
Right, that's one I did. I want to show you one last example. Actually, one I wrote. This one actually is an amazing one. Actually, it's a story of a guy in a wheelchair. Actually, and his sorry, his wife left him because the fact that he's in the wheelchair. So it's called Angela, I'd Still Take You Back. So I just thought I'd share this with you just for 30 seconds. Here we go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Angela, you said our love would never fade. Now it's me alone in the rain. You walked away, but my heart stays, still calling out your name. Angela, you left me,
But I'd still take you back.
you left me.
But I'd still take you back.
Even though you broke my heart in half, you left me, but I'd still take you back. But I'd still take you back. Oh, 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 oh. I'm not the man that I used to be. This wheelchair rolls, but my soul's still free. If I could, I'd meet you.
Okay, so that's just to show you what is possible. So let's finish off our song then. I think that number one is this song. So I'm just going to do a thing that we call normally when you finish a song and you're happy with it. There are other things I could do to the song. I could rearrange certain things, and I won't bother going into all of that. Just wanted to show you what's possible that you can do. So I normally would bring it into the studio, into a section called the studio, and do a little arranging. I could add other music to it, like maybe saxophone or whatever. So that's the one that I think has won the number of votes. So I'm just going to do a remastering of it. Now I could remaster it a little subtle, a little normal, a little high. All it really means is just boost the volume a little bit, clean it up a little bit. I'm going to go for normal on this one, just to make sure that it just stays normal, and it just boosts it just a little bit. It's what we call, you could call it maybe polishing it up, making it a little bit more better, if you like. And then we will try this. So it's actually processing at the moment. Now what we're going to do next, once we process this, we're going to download the waveform, because you can download the MP3 or the waveform. The MP3 is a smaller file, but the wave file is around 10 times bigger in size, or in terms of the way that we measure at the moment. And we're going to use another software to upload it so that no, I'm going to create a cover for it first. So we're going to go back to chat GPT and make a cover. So it's both ready. So I'm just going to go through and listen to how it sounds now that we've polished it. We call it remaster 1 and 2. So here's remaster 1.
Oh yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The world may rise with fear and lies. Voices speak against my faith. But truth stands firm within my.
Right. Let me just.
Oh yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The world may rise with fear and lies. Voices speak against my faith. But truth stands firm within.
Okay, so I'm going to take the second one. In actual fact, you have to have your ears really tuned to be able to know certain difference. So we're going to go for that. And I think love number 1, but all sounds great. Okay, I think you're right. So I'm going to download the WAV file, which is this file. It's a big file. It's probably going to be around 50 megabits. Sorry, 50 gigabyte, 50 megabits, and it should download it up here somewhere. So it's downloaded. Okay, right. What we want to do basically now is we want to create the cover. So I'm going to go back to ChatGPT. Because we need a cover, don't we? We need a cover so when we upload it into iTunes and those places, we can actually have it. So I'm going to just say something to it, to ChatGPT, what I want. I want to create a cover 3000 pixel by 3000 pixel to be sent around the world through DistroKid. So the title of it is as follows. Right, so I'm going to just put the title in. I think I did have the title here, which is Greater is He. So I'm just going to make sure ChatGPT knows exactly what I want. So I want to create a cover 3000 pixel by 3000 pixel to be sent around the world through DistroKid. So the title of it is as follows. From the above lyrics. Now, I probably normally take the first picture that comes, and it takes probably around 30 seconds. It's going to create this amazing picture. I kid you not. So I'm going to go into another software just to make sure that the size is right. It's going to come out not at 3000 actually. It's going to come out at around 1024 square, which is fine. What we're going to do basically is just make sure that it reaches the actual size. Now we've still got 30 minutes in order for me to reach a target of having this published to the world in an hour and a bit. So if you've got a lot of songs that you've got at home that you just have it stored away. I actually wrote a song 30 years ago and I gave it to someone to put music to. The music that I put to I didn't like. So I was able to bring it into the software and it was able to produce the music that I liked, okay, because I dictated the actual, music I want. So I'm just going to open up Photoshop here, actually. I'm just going to open up Photoshop. And what I want to do is to just stretch the actual size that it's going to give me because I need it to be 3000 pixel by 3000 pixel. So I think the cover is going to be great because it's taking long to actually work its magic in the background. So I'm just going to open up Adobe. You don't need Adobe to do this, by the way. There are lots of free software. So I'm not promoting Photoshop today. I just want to stretch it. So you could do this as well in Canva. You can stretch the photo as well in Canva. My Adobe is taking a long time to load up, and so is this taking a long time. So it's going to be probably a great picture. But I'll probably take the first one. I probably won't redo it. All right, here is chat. There is the software of Adobe. It's still working in the background, so the cover, yeah. Okay, I think I should have waited until the image is finished because it's taking quite a while to do that. So just wanted to go back over a few things that I mentioned before, and I think that, as I said before, as I said before, one of the things that we must bear in mind is that when we're doing this, is that God, God is first in everything that we do, and He must take center stage in all of what we're doing because it's to His glory, and we are seeking His intervention in this. We're seeking His guidance and direction in what we do. Secondly, as I mentioned before, the reason why we're doing this is because we want to bypass copyright laws, because this track that we're producing, I'm able to use it free of all restrictions. When I do weddings, I could use this particular song in weddings, in funerals that I do as background music, and I could create my own music. I have created a lot of instrumental music, to use within the Bible studies, to use online, so I don't have to go and worry about YouTube shutting me down or penalizing me or banning me, which they're able to do, and they've done that in the past. We're also doing this because we want to spread the gospel, and this is a powerful way of doing this. A lot of things are going on out there, what Satan is doing, and we need to counteract some of it with our own music. And if you can play music, that's fine. A lot of people who play their own music are using this to help them to produce what they're doing as well. So that's fantastic. We also use ChatGPT. As you can see, it's taking a little while with this. I'm not sure if it's actually working properly. So I'm going to do a reload just to see, because it's normally finished. I'm not sure if it's still creating it because it looks as if something may have gone wrong. So I'm just refreshing the page and see what it's still doing it. So it's still doing it. What I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to take the same prompt and I'm going to go to another chat GPT that I'm using. So I'm going to just try something else to see whether or not I can get it to do what I want quicker with another software. So I'm going to just wait for this one to load because it's the same account, actually. So I'm not so sure if what I'm doing is going to work, but this has been, so I'm going to use an image generator here, and just to see. So let me just put the same code in and see whether or not this one works any quicker than the other one, even though I'm in the same account. I'm going to say you. It's asking me to make some decisions. I'm asking it, you decide for me. I just wanted to see. So I'm going to go back and see if the other one still generating. It's not done yet. So I'm going to go back to the other one and see which one will come through the quickest. All right, this one is going to work quicker. Amazing, isn't it? Absolutely. Now, I think that sometimes I am absolutely blown away by what it produces. I mean, that is amazing to me. I'm a graphic designer, and that greater is He that lives in me. That is amazing. So I'm going to download that one, and I'm going to use that one. So I've downloaded it, and I'm going to go over just to stretch it. That's all I want to do. This is one I did before. Let me just check something here. Image size on this. Yeah, that's fine. Right, I need to stop this one because I could see that it's slowing me down. So I just need to stop this. Let me just stop this one because it's literally slowing me down. So let me go here. So what I'm going to do is just upload the one that I just downloaded and just stretch it because it didn't give me the exact size. It normally just give me around 1,000 pixels. So it should be in my download file. Here it is. And I'm just going to bring it in. And I'm going to just copy that one. And then I'm just going to paste it over this one. And you will see that's the size that it gave me in ChatGPT. All I have to do, because it's quite still a high resolution one. So all I have to do is just stretch it just around here. And you can see that looks amazing. Then I'm going to save that as a JPEG. And that would be around 3 megabits actually, because it's still very high resolution. Very high resolution. And yeah, it's around 3.7 megabits. So I'm going to save that. And I'm just going to call it, put it also in downloads. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Greater is He. Right, so that's that. I'm going to close down Photoshop. I don't need that at the moment. I'm just going to say no. Right, so what we're going to do basically is to now we've looked at ChatGPT that created the song, and it also created the cover for us as well. Okay, just bear that in mind. It created for us also the cover. Now, what we want to do now is distribute our music to the world, right? So I'm going to use another software called DistroKid. And this is an online software. And I'm just going to use that to help us to upload our music. And here we are. It's called DistroKid. It's asking me if I want to. Yes, I own 100% of the publishing of that. And Rob Lowe, Beta, I own the publishing. I'm not registered with the Performing Arts Fraternity. I understand the music and I agree to the terms. So I've already read those. So I know. So now that I'm going to distribute it, it will go to all these particular suppliers around the world, of which you've got Spotify, you've got Apple Music, you've got iTunes, you've got Amazon, you've got Instagram and Facebook. Because the same people own it. You got TikTok, it's going to TikTok as well. It's going everywhere, right? So I just have to read a few things. My artist name is Solomon King. That's who I am. Don't worry about what I'm doing here. It's really not that important. So what genre did we use? I think it was, what one did we use? I think it was what did we use on that one? What did we use? Was it it wasn't R&B and it wasn't reggae. So what did we use? I think it wasn't R&B. What was it that we used? Interesting. They don't. I always ask myself the question that I don't think they've got one here that says gospel. I'm not sure what we had a particular. Yeah, Christian gospel. I'll just leave it that one. I'm just going to leave it again as Christian gospel. Right. So we're then going to upload the book cover. And this is the book. The book cover is in here. This is the one we did, 3,000 by 3,000, and we just bring that up, and there it is. And you can see where it says here 3,000 by 3,000 square JPEG format that is recommended. It takes other sizes, but that's the one. The title of it is Greater Is He That Lives in Me. And then here we're going to upload the music. The actual, remember it was a WAV file. We can upload MP3s, but the I'm just going to take out the word remastered here. And then we're going to just check that. And that's now in. There it is. Songwriter, well, who owns it? Well, I'm the one that owns it. And it would be like 99p, depend to different places. Apple Music, normally I come in here and they ask me, who played what. I just say unknown. That's the only one. And I normally use Solomon as my artist name. Executive producer, and that's Solomon A. King. These are just things that they're trying to sell me, and these are just things, mandatory things that has to be checked once you've read them. For example, I selected YouTube music, so I promised I won't email DistroKid later asking why did you upload, things like that. So Greater Is He That Lives in Me. Release date is today. Record labels, Solomon King, my artist name. And it's going to all these places. Greater Is He That Lives in Me. And I pressed done. And guess what? It's gone. 1 hour exactly. I mean, this is amazing. So let's recap. Gospel reggae. Oh, that's right. That's right, Jenny. You're right. It was gospel reggae, isn't it? Completely forgot that one. So let me just come back and recap. Let me just come back and recap what we have done and see where we are. Now, number one, when creating music, I've learned a lot about music. I've learned a lot. I play the guitar, I play the tambourine, and so on. And I've been studying music for some time. A lot of people don't realize that. So, number one is, as I said before, number one is God. Okay, number one is God. Let God lead you in the process. That's where you start. And that's with prayer, understanding of scripture. You start at that position and let God lead the process. Let him inspire you, let him lead you, let him guide you, let him direct you in what you're doing. The second thing I would say is that you need what we call your why. Why are you doing this? And there's two reasons I give why I do it. Number one is I want to overcome this copyright issue that I'm faced with. Right now, I've got a lot of music that are sung by people in the church. Let me give you an example. I'm just going to give you an example. I'm going to freeze the actual thing. Right. This music, which was sent to me, and a lot of them, 99.9% of the music sent to me to play on our channel for Bible studies or on Illuminate, the Sunday evening services, maybe sung by our people, but the backing music is not from our people. And I'm getting problems out of problems for it. I cannot begin to tell you the amount of emails that I get from YouTube because these music are copyrighted, a lot of them. So when they're sent to me, and I've got a whole lot of them, I'm going to be taking them off my system. Like another one here. The music playing in the background, a copyrighted music. So I've been running a lot of risk. You understand me? A lot of risk. So I decided to, I had actually prayed to the Lord and asked the Lord, could you help me in this one? Because I need music. And when I was introduced to this, I was blown away. And I'm not able to play my own music. So, for example, when I play this music I'm about to share with you, this one here coming up.
On hearsay or tradition, we don't build our faith on imagination. Every word tested, every line rehearsed. We go back to the truth, chapter and verse. If it's real, let it stand in the light. If it's true, it will hold up right. Chapter and verse, read it.
Don't know how it sounded actually, because I think it might have been our muzzle to you guys. I think it might have been because I forgot to turn something off. So it might have been coming to you guys twice. So let me turn that off and try again.
We don't lean on hearsay or tradition. We don't build our faith on imagination. Every word tested, every line rehearsed. We go back to the truth, chapter and verse. If it's real, let it stand in the light. If it's true, it will hold up right.
Okay, someone says there's no sound now. Let me just check that. Why that is. You said there's no sound. Maybe anyway. Okay, I know why there was no sound. There was no sound to those in Zoom. That's where the sound was issue. I'm not so sure how that tick came out of that box, but it let me just play it again one more time, just for those in Zoom.
We don't lean on hearsay or tradition. We don't build our faith on imagination. Every word tested, every line rehearsed. We go back to the truth, chapter and verse. If it's real, let it stand in the light. If it
Right. Thank you, Tanika. Yeah, you're right. It played correctly on YouTube, but it didn't play in Zoom because I'm routing sound all over the place. So it didn't go to Zoom. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that. So what I'm saying here basically is now that I've been able to create my own music, I don't have those copyright issues no more. And I can create as much music as I want. And here's my goal. My goal is to create at least 300 music by December 31st. 300 that I can play all over the world, that I can play everywhere. So by December, I'll have 300 music. I'll if I can produce one in an hour, which I've just done, then I can produce more. And it's just for me to get the inspiration from the Lord. There's one that I've already got, I believe it's from the Lord. It's going to be from, I think it's Proverbs chapter 3, verse 3, 4 and 5. So I've yet to find the time to do that one. But the point I'm making is that I now have access. Now, here's another thing. I don't really frequent TikTok. But I had a phone call yesterday from somebody, a beautiful young lady, one of my daughters, in fact, wanted me to go on TikTok to find out about something, to discover something that I need to pay attention to. And when I went there, I could not believe what was going on. I mean, I haven't been to TikTok. I mean, I've been to TikTok, but I don't operate on it. I have an account in TikTok called Pastor Errol. I think it's called Pastor Errol too. But I've been sending things to it from other places, but I've not gone on it and so on. I've been trying to stream to it, and I'm waiting for my application to be approved so I can stream even this to it, but it hasn't been approved as yet. But the point I'm making is that the enemy is using up the airwave, and we've got to be able to combat what he's up to. Because if we don't, we will find that Satan is using music to actually defeat us. So I don't have the copyright issues no more. That's a thing of the past, and I can now, put music out there that glorifies God, and hopefully will lead people to the Lord. So the third thing that I mentioned today is that how do you create a song? You need an idea. You need an inspiration from the Lord. And you got ChatGPT that can help you to put that song together, put the lyrics together. But you may have your own lyrics, or you may have a poem that you have on your computer just getting dust. Does that make sense? You can actually use that to actually create your particular music from it. I have, listen to this carefully, I have written 5 books of, 6 now. I won't tell you about that one till another time. But I've got six books now that I've authored, but 5 before. And I can use those books to create songs from them. In fact, I used part of one of it to create a actual book for children aged 4 to 11 about listening skills. Is what so the tools are there for you to use, and you don't have to use ChatGPT to create a song for you. You can create a song, and ChatGPT can polish it for you. And lots of you got creative ideas that you can actually do it. And I just showed you a way that you can use it, ChatGPT. And ChatGPT is free. It's free. Once you've done your song and you've polished it up and you're happy with it, you can bring it into a software like Suno. That's also free, but there's a paid version. I'm using the paid version. Now, let me explain the difference between the paid version and the unpaid version. If you don't pay for it and you actually create a song, you don't own it. It's still copyright free, but you don't own it. Because I've paid for it, I have ownership of it, but not necessarily maybe 100%, because there are certain laws in place that go, that we need to understand. But I have no copyright issue, which is really what I wanted. I have no copyright issue with YouTube in particular, because most of the live streaming that I do, well, all of it is with YouTube, because YouTube is a free platform. So there's only 2 software that I'm introducing to you tonight that you can use to do your song: ChatGPT and Suno. Suno is spelled, I don't get any money. I don't get any money for ChatGPT and Suno. Suno is spelled SUNO. My pen is just giving me a little bit of that. Okay, let me put my thing up here. So Suno is spelled SUNO. Suno, I think it's suno.com. You can have the free version where you get some free credits. I have the paid version where I can do a lot. And the interesting thing about it is that I do normally put a lot of my own expertise within the song. What I did today was I used more or less the expertise of AI, but I am able to actually go into the studio and change and rearrange and correct my song the way that I really want it, like I did with the one for my wife as an example. So there you have it. I don't know if there's any question Um, Pastor Errol, does it make any royalties? Okay, here's the way it works. I have songs that are in iTunes and all of these places, and yes, you do earn royalties. So, for example, how do you make money? If someone purchase your particular song, they buy it, whether through iTunes, then you get the royalties for that. Okay, but that's not really where the money is being made. The money is being made when people stream your video. In other words, when people listen to your video. So classic to your song, but they have to listen. You have to have a lot of people listening to it for you to earn big bucks from it. Does that make sense? So you may get, for example, if somebody listens to your music, it's like 1p or less than 1p. But if 100,000 people listen to it, then you're talking a little different. Does that make sense? So it's not like it's big money, but there's a lot of people earning from it. Are you with me? But here's the other thing as well. Here's the other thing as well that you got to think about. This is about residual income. So let's say, for example, you write a song. You only need to do it once, and you earn from it forever. Like Michael Jackson only did Thriller once, right? But he's still earning from it, even though he is passed on, right? Or his family or whoever owns it is earning from it. That's what you call residual income, where you do a job once and you get paid for it forever, if you like. So yes, there is royalties, but it's not like it's, you make a lot of royalties off one. You're going to have to produce a lot in order for that to happen. I hope that answers your question, Brother Clive. So you can get royalties from it, but it's not like, you're going to make a lot of money from one or two people listening to it. I want to show you, I created a website. I just wanted to show it to you. As I said to you before, my artist name is Solomon A. King. So I've created actually a website that represents. I'm going to show that to you now. This is the website that I created, and as I said, my artist name is Solomon A. King. So if you see anything with Solomon A. King, then you know that is me. And basically, I did a song. I really love this song, and this was inspiration, really. I'm gonna play this as well. I think I've played it before, but I'm going to let me just turn on my microphone here so that you can hear it. Okay, I think that will allow you to hear it. And just before I do that, the lyrics are here, which I came up, and I think I played this a little earlier, and it's about a man in a wheelchair. He's married to his wife, and she left him because he ended up in a wheelchair, and I was just inspired to do that. And there's a part in it where, we talked about for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, and that type of thing. And there's a lot of people who are, leaving their spouse simply because of issues that arose after, and they're not staying the course. Let me see if that will make. I'll play just 30 seconds of it.
Said our love would never fade. Now it's me alone in the rain. You walked away, but my heart stays, still calling out your name. Angela, you left me,
but I'd still take you back.
you left me,
But I'd still take you back.
even though you broke my heart in half. You left me, but I'd still take you back. But I'd still take you back. Oh, oh, oh. I'm not the man that I used to be. This wheelchair rolls, but my soul's still free. If I could, I'd meet you at the door, because I still love you even more. We said for better or worse, right from the start, for richer, for poorer. Even when it's hard, through sickness and pain, I played my part till death do us part. It's still in my heart, Angela, you left me,
But I'd still take you back.
oh, you left me.
But I'd still take you back.
You know, it's interesting actually because it's very interesting because uh, this song has had me, I would have to say, almost in tears. How much this song touched me and the reality of it. And the Bible verse that I'm using in the song is, well, the actual vow that we make, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do us part. So that was the actual heart of the song that the Holy Spirit gave to me. And, I am blown away, in the way that many of us, treat each other and take the marriage vow. So that really had me almost in tears, I have to admit. And every time I listen to it, it really almost as if it hurts. And but what is so beautiful for me is the fact that God has given us these tools that we can use for His glory, and it's really about Him at the end of the day for me. And whatever happens after that happens. So I hope that tonight was useful for somebody at least who wants to create your own Christ-centered songs. You want to own your music with no copyright issues and infringement. You may have a poem or some writing that you want to turn into a song. You might want to make worship music using these tools that I'm sharing with you. I'll just share 2 tools with you that you just need. You can make worship music. You can create songs for ministry and for outreach. Just like, other people are, using it for, their ends. We can use it to glorify God. And you can release music without fear or without any restrictions whatsoever. And you can also make money for the gospel's sake and for your own sake as well. It is such to be the case. Now, if anyone needs any further assistance and help from me, I'm available. Majority of you here know my details, and if you don't know my details, I help anybody for free. That's just the way I am, and that's who I am. And because 99% of the knowledge that I have, somebody else gave me. Let me put it to you this way: 99% of what I know, somebody taught me. Now, let me close by letting you know my two university that I go to, I attend. And I've been attending one of them for, I forget how many years now. And it's the University of YouTube. Okay, this is where I learn most of what I know technology-wise. Is where I learned it, I have 3 computers in front of me right now. I have the one I'm looking at. I have one to my left, and I have one to my right, and I have my iPad here. Generally, when I'm working, YouTube is playing, teaching me something that I need to learn, taking me to another level, to another height, whether it's Bible, whether it's technology, whatever it is, I'm learning it and making fast use of technology. Technology is not from Satan. Technology is God's thing. Technology is nothing new. Technology has been going on since Adam and Eve. Let's be frank here. Technology is not something that came about in the 20th century or 21st century. Technology has advanced all the way through the years since Adam and Eve to now. It's nothing new. And let me say this, in 50 years' time, the things that will be happening on the earth is not here yet. Not here yet. There are things that we are using today that was not there 50 years ago. They weren't there 50 years ago. Check it out. They weren't there. Mobile phones wasn't there 50 years ago. Computer wasn't there. The internet wasn't there 50 years ago. It wasn't there 50 years ago. In 50 years' time, there are things that's going to come that's not here yet. Let me show you how you may want to become a billionaire, is to try and figure out something that is coming that's not here yet. That's how you get ahead to be a billionaire. You check all the billionaires and you will see they discovered something that wasn't here and they took advantage of it. All right. Well, thank you very much, Brother Clive. Thank you very much, Sister Sharifa, and everyone else who joined us tonight. I'll be here every Wednesday, bar one in every 2 months, but I'll be here. And next week, I plan to look at Canva, just to share with you how I use Canva. One of the most powerful software, and it is also AI driven as well. So next week, Wednesday, I will be focusing on Canva. So Monday and Tuesday, specifically, deep dive into the scriptures. And on Wednesday, I'll take you somewhere on the internet where I'll share something with you. So it's been such an honor of mine to be here with you guys tonight. And thank you, Sharifa, for the idea that you gave in reference to the creation of that song. You can see that it was created in record time, actually, record time. And I'm going to end by playing this particular song as well. And hopefully, put my picture back for a moment. Hopefully that everyone should be able to hear it. But this is the music that we've just released. I'll send it to you, MP3, Sharifa, and it's yours to keep. Do with it as you like. And since you are the one that came up with the idea, I will send that to you, the PDF version of it. And I hope it's a blessing to you. Well, everyone, thank you so much. Really, if anyone has any questions, I'll take those questions before I go. But it's been an interesting night. And as I say, you can create your own Christ-centered content. The tools are there. So thank you again, everyone. Appreciate you being here. And here is the music that we created tonight. Greater is he that is in me than he that's in the world. Take care of yourself and each other. Bye for now.
Oh, yeah. The world may rise with fear and lies, voices speak against my faith, but truth stands firm within my heart. God has sealed my strength by his grace.